Hello friends, welcome to Mysterious Stories, friends. India has a city called Bengaluru. On September 21st, a month ago, a peculiar stench began to permeate the neighborhood known as Valley Kaval. A flat here was the source of this odor. This apartment belonged to a girl. The age of Mahalakshmi was 29. She rented this apartment and lived here by herself. The residents complained to the apartment's owner about the foul odor. Mahalakshmi's number was unavailable when he called her. Her mother, who was part of Mahalakshmi's family, had an extra key to the apartment. When her mother arrived, no one was there, but the scene she was about to witness was incredible. Friends, Mahalakshmi's mother was simply admiring her apartment when she opened the refrigerator and discovered a terrible image within. Inside the refrigerator lay the lifeless body of her daughter. The body of Mahalakshmi had been ripped to bits. The refrigerator was filled with these pieces. Consider the horror a mother would experience upon seeing her own daughter in this state. The police arrived at this apartment, friends. The news originated in India, and locals gathered there. Began airing on all news channels. Following the horrible murder of Mahalakshmi, Lakshmi's husband is leading. In addition to being a murder, the victim's body was crushed during the crime, but who committed all of this? This is a really odd story. Friends, although Mahalakshmi was originally from Nepal, her family moved to India 35 years ago. Her brother and dad are shown here. Mahalakshmi had a spouse. Hemanta Das was the man she was married to. A daughter was born to them. However, they used to quarrel every day after getting married. The frequency of these altercations escalated to the point when Mahalakshmi left her home and began working. She was employed at a clothes store once. Mahalakshmi would go for work at 10 in the morning and return at night. She had just been in this apartment for 6 months, so she hadn't interacted with anyone in the neighborhood. Not much was known about her. The cops initially suspected her husband of being involved in an altercation with Mahalakshmi. Despite the cops asking him a lot of questions, this individual knew nothing. The cops were baffled as to why he would do this to a female who spent her entire day at work. Police friends. A man visiting Ashraf was the next suspicion. In Bengaluru itself, Ashraf worked as a barber, cutting hair. He was Mahalakshmi's acquaintance. He was questioned extensively by the authorities as well, although he claimed that he had lost touch with Mahalakshmi months prior. The cops also left it since its call logs showed the same thing. However, the authorities were under a lot of pressure because this case had gained a lot of notoriety in India. Friends, the police discovered this evidence, which gave the case a fresh perspective. The cops discovered something odd when they went to investigate the clothes store where Mahalakshmi used to work. It was odd that Mahalakshmi had begun working at this boutique on September 1st, even though she hadn't gone to work since then. Mukti Ranjan Pratap, another male, was also missing. It was somewhat odd that 2 employees of this boutique vanished on the same day, neither returned to work, and one of them, Malakshmi, was killed at. Now, Mukti Ranjan was being sought by the police. Most likely, a solution to this matter was imminent. Mukti Ranjan and Mahalakshmi, who are friends, met at the same clothes store 6 months ago. During their time together at work, they made friends and began dating. Both of them began to like each other and desired to get married, but there was an oddity, friends. This man used to give Mahalakshmi pricey presents and assist her financially, but Mahalakshmi's attitude toward him changed. She only spoke to him when he needed money. Mukti Ranjan began to believe that Mahalakshmi was courting him in order to get his money. He was under pressure from Mahalakshmi to wed him, but he kept declining, and once September 2nd arrived, Maharaj went to meet Mahalakshmi at her apartment. They got into an argument over something, and Maharanjan struck her with a heavy instrument. Mahalakshmi had passed away at something. Man could no longer comprehend that something belonged to him. What would cause a person to fly away after hearing it was how to make the dead body vanish. More than 50 parts of the dead body were chopped by Maharaj and placed inside his refrigerator. He was supposed to remove these fragments from here gradually and toss them outside. But there's still more to this story, pals. The police discovered that this individual had committed suicide while they were conducting their investigation. Maharaj had hanged himself on a tree in the graveyard to terminate his life. Maharaj had told his brother Smiti before he passed away. She had described her crimes. She also said that she would have killed him if he hadn't killed Mahalakshmi because she believed the latter was plotting his murder. Friends, this matter had been resolved.